Hi everyone, привіт усім, вітаю вас на Ніна-Україна. And this is Гевін. Do you remember Гевін? Пам'ятаєте Гевіна з моїх відео, де він реагував на українські танці, українські пісні? Now I show you some songs that are very recent, that are from the last few months.
Okay, so they're all inspired by what's recently happened.
I'm curious, what will you think about this song number 3?
Okay, how do I pronounce this one?
Ukraine will win.
Okay.
And we need to read the lyrics first because otherwise you won't be able to understand.
Okay.
So this song is optimistic, though realistic as well, because I believe Ukraine will win. But it's cheerful in a way. You can read this aloud.
Okay, the occupier was driving a tank. Fate is inevitable. Its tower was blown away.
You understood it right, yeah. His tower or his tower.
With stogma to avenge Bucha.
So Bucha is one of the places that were severely affected by Russian occupants, like those were in the first video, the places from there.
Okay. The occupier flew in MiG-35.
Okay, I have to translate it better. So the occupier flew. After you did something to the occupier, then he just flew.
Oh, okay.
He or his had, yeah.
It seems to have become the 20th for the Kyiv ghost. The enemy's equipment burns in a blazing fire. Ukraine's gonna win. It burns, and still ignites. The Russian ship go
So, have you heard Russian worship, go fuck yourself? Have you heard this phrase?
I don't think I have.
No?
Well, I have now.
Предлагаю сложить оружие, сдаться, иначе по вам будет нанесен удар. Русский военный корабль, иди нахуй.
This phrase became a meme, so now we have like a lot of t-shirts, and even like the post office has released a mark with like a sign like that where a guy stands like that in front of the Russian worship, go fuck yourself, yeah. And actually a few weeks after that, one of the largest Russian worships, Moscow, has gone to the bottom. So, I mean, you got the vibe of this song,
Yeah,
I think.
we're going to win.
Yeah.
Fuck Russia.
Yes, yes.
It's a real video.
Yeah, no, that looks real. Is that? I assume that's a Russian plane.
Yes, of course.
I gotta tell you, I really like the beat for this.
So now he's showing how the occupant has flew somewhere, you know, or his head or whatever.
Yeah.
And he flew as this airplane, like as beautifully as this airplane or something.
I will say I do really like the optimism, at least from like even just like how the song sounds and just those.
Look at the history of music. So we have this like lyrical music that like try to express the struggles, but we also have these positive spirit songs that they're like, yeah, we're gonna win, we are great.
Yeah,
and,
you need to boost morale somehow, I suppose.
yeah, and those people in the front line, they have this kind of attitude, and which is amazing for them because they cannot be in the other mood. That's the mood they should have.
Yeah. I will say that was my favorite. Anytime an article came out where a farmer had taken a tank, I just had to read the whole thing. I loved it.
Горить, палає, техніка ворожа, Рідна Україна переможе. Горить, палає, ще спалахуй, руський корабель, іди, гей, гей, чорнова.
Oh, by the way, the same artist.
Hey!
What's his name is? Taras
Ras, Tol,
Тополя.
La,
Тарас Тополя.
Тарас Тополя.
Oh, good.
Ворогу портал на той світ, регулярно все, що летить, завершає там свій політ. Лякають ворогів, наші біовоїни, від гусей, курей, голубів, тікають різні сторони.
Okay, was he singing at all about the chickens?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Well,
Because there are some stories from in Russian media, fake stories that there is some bio weapons made in Ukraine at the
using
farms.
Пам'ятай, ти не курка, ти біологічна зброя.
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
This is new to me.
Because you're not in Russia, so you're not subject to Russian propaganda.
I
So,
guess
yeah.
not, but
It's like making fun of it, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that we are getting ready our.
it's like we're getting our chickens ready.
Yeah.
Далі летиш по всіх містах і селах Росії і среш. Це насправді не какашки, це інформація. Вони привикли гавно хавати.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. So is this a collaborative effort between a lot? This isn't this isn't like one band. I guess.
Yeah, these are all separate artists. Yeah,
Okay.
most famous female
I was just like, this is
artists,
like
yeah.
the funnest group of like
Yeah, they're
artists.
like 6 people. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I listen to a lot of like Irish folk music,
Mm-hmm.
and it just gives me that kind of impression. It's just like the group, you're at the bar group chanting kind of music. Not that that's necessarily, it's just like something where it's just like you're with your friends and everything.
Male friends,
you're
yeah.
chanting something. I love it. I love the chicken man.
He's a comedy person. You've recognized the guy.
Yeah. It's always nice to have a president that's giving that kind of support.
Of course.
Tempted to say that's my favorite one, but that may be just because I have a bias towards happier songs, but
Yeah, and I mean having these types of songs is very helpful to keep Ukrainian spirit up. So how much do you know about what's happening in Ukraine? Like if you were to tell to someone what's happening, what is that you would be able to tell?
I usually don't feel comfortable talking about these kind of things with others.
Because you don't know what other
I-
person thinks? Or?
Not even so much that. I hate feeling like I know more than I do. Because I know some. I feel like I know enough to have made an opinion, and that is more going towards the conclusion that yes, I do support the Ukraine. Russia is doing something terrible. What I've been trying to do more, having this happen, is look at history. Because clearly this had been building up to a point. This wasn't just like this is happening. Be honest, I feel like the most I've learned from this has been from like social media or something like that. Because it's hard to say what news you'd want to get, because sometimes you don't really want an opinion, you want what is happening.
What do you think average American knows about the history of what's happening?
Of what's happening?
Can you speak
would
from the perspective of an average American?
I would say very, very little, because it's
Really? Even though it's all over the news?
like, you look at some people's opinion where it seems like, wow, my gas prices are high, let me blame this on that. I feel like this can be the extent of some people's interpretation of what's going on, or that's the reason why they have any kind of interest in it being resolved in some way.
Because they care mostly about what's touching them, their own lives, basically.
Right.
Thank you for watching this video until the very end. Дякую, що дивилися відео до кінця. Do you have any final wish to Ukrainians or to my audience?
We support you, and Ukraine will win.
Thank you. Підпишіться, будь ласка, на канал Ніна-Україна, якщо ви ще цього не зробили. Я буду з нетерпінням чекати на зустріч з вами у наступному відео. Пока. Україна переможе. Дуже скоро.